Morning all. We are here. We are down at Elphicks North Lake. We're just waiting in the queue to get started. Yeah, I've been angling now for 7 weeks. Yeah, the last time I went on a night was on the park. I didn't film it. I just needed to get out before a load of working away started. As you can hear, that I'm just trying to get over a cold at the minute. Yeah, it is what it is. But we've got 48 hours ahead of us, or just over 48 hours ahead of us, up on the North Lake. Yeah, I don't know what the state of play is, don't know how many people are on, if it's full up or what at the moment. As I say, we're in the queue, so fingers crossed there's a lump or two about for us. Yeah, a bit of angling's well needed at the moment, to be fair. It all seems to be all work and no play, but that's life. Yeah, and it's going to be the start of a few trips over the next couple of weeks. Got a couple of weeks off for Christmas. Yeah, so happy days. Yeah, as I was saying, guys, yeah, it's going to be the start of a couple of weeks off, and yeah, hopefully a few fishing trips. Definitely going to be down at Redlands on Boxing Day, 48 hours, and then after that we'll have to see. Because yeah, well, there's a lot of working away where there's a lot of things to do at home as well, which always seem to pop up and always seem to back them as well. So yeah, we'll see. But hopefully there's a carp or two in it for us. Fingers crossed. Let's get up there and have a look. Right, guys, we're here. Elphicks North Lake. Yeah, and we've ended up down the shallow end. Not originally through choice, but you know, you can never have preconceived ideas. We had a walk round, other ends, you know, busy, 6 anglers down the other end, and it was obvious to go and have a look, you know, between the islands up shallow end. And when we did, we found fish. So yeah, we've seen 4 now, head and shoulder. I've only got the 1 rod out so far. It's looking good, to say the least. Yeah, I'm well behind, you know, having worked away. I ain't had time for much, to be fair. Working late, you know, late into the evening and whatever, to tie rigs, so I've got to do it on the bank. But yeah, we take our time, hopefully get the rods out without shifting them on, and hopefully we'll get 1 or 2. Fingers crossed. Just going to put the, just going to have some slip Ds out there with wafter rigs, quickly balanced with bits of foam, maggots on top. Yeah, see how we go. Initially just flicking bags about. I don't want to spook any fish by spomming. So yeah, we'll see if we can buy a bite, and then once we've got one, maybe we'll put some bait out and try and build on that. But yeah, meanwhile, I'm going to tie some rigs and work on getting the other rods out. Well, guys, it was looking good, and I don't know if I mentioned, I noticed the fish are common head and shoulder 3 times. So yeah, the 1 rod I had out, I've recast it, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same fish I see head and shoulder, and turns out it's a rather large common. Yeah, 40 pounder I reckon. Yeah, easily I should imagine. But yeah, happy days. Not even 2 hours of the rod's out, and an absolute kipper in the net. That makes up for not going for 7 weeks, doesn't it? Really good to have the rods back out, but still, you have to work to be able to go fishing at the end of the day, unless you're very, very lucky in life. Yeah, happy days, guys. I'm going to get her weighed up, get her photographed, and hopefully await some more. If not, the session's already done, so nice to get off the mark that soon. Yeah, happy days. Be careful on this bit, it's treacherous. Here we go. There we go, guys.
Not quite as big as I first thought. She's built like an absolute tank, but just over 37, we take that. Yeah, ain't been on the bank for 7 weeks, so to have one within a couple of hours is a right result. Yeah, buzzing with that. Right, won't show you the other side, pretty much the same. Then we get her back. Happy days. Well, here we go, guys. It looks to be, this one looks to be an upper 30. It's a very, very deep fish. Very deep fish, look at that one. Cold spots on his back. Yeah, I reckon it's another one about the same stamp, maybe a bit bigger. It's definitely an upper 30, if not bigger than that. So, yeah, absolutely happy days. Yeah, we'll get him out and do some shots in a minute. But yeah, he's not happy at all. Yeah, he's not happy at all, so we'll get him out of there in a minute and yeah, get him sorted. But yeah, buzzing with that, 2 bites already. I put the other strange occurrence down to a liner, but it may well have been another bite and a hook pull, but sorry, not a liner, a fish trailing, because I did pick it up and I felt something momentarily, but I put it down to a trailer, but it might not have been, it might have been another bite, but still, we're 2 to the good. Yeah, very early on, the session's made already, but yeah, it's mad. Fingers crossed it continue, but down this end of the lake it doesn't that often, to be fair. They quite often easily spook, but we'll see. Well guys, amazingly we're on the first day and that is my second one. Yeah, and 2 ounces short of the magical, 39.14. What a carp. Yeah, he is proper thick across his back, that one. Look at that. Yeah, if he goes like that all the way down his body, he's going to be an absolute monster. But yeah, buzzing with that. Number 2, first day. Good times. Let's get him back. Well guys, it's been one of them days. Yeah, time has run away with us today. What a start though. Yeah, 2 fish that are good. Just goes to show yet again, it always pays to have a good walk round, have a good look, watch the water. Yeah, they give themselves away this morning to where they were, and yeah, like I say, 2 fish up. Yeah, 37, 39. Yeah, can't be bad. Can't be bad at all. How long they will stay here and be punished, who knows? Not long, I doubt. They generally don't down this end, but especially in the winter, I've found out in the past. So we shall see. We shall see. Yeah. Fingers crossed for the night. It's going to get rather windy, I think. About 40 mile an hour, I think it's meant to get up to. It must be tonight because it hasn't got that strong today. So yeah, we will see. We will see if there's any more in store. If there is, and we have one in the night, guys, you'll be the first to know. Failing that, I'll speak to you all in the morning. Morning all. Very, very chilly morning. And a very, very quiet night, to be fair. Yeah, didn't hear anything in the hours of darkness from south. Toby thought we heard one around about 10 PM out there somewhere. But yeah, other than that, very, very quiet, very windy, like gusty. You'd be nothing for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then a big gust of wind to come through, you know, constantly for 15 minutes or so. Then it'll ease up, and it's, yeah, I think it's just as well there was a bit of a wind, to be fair, because I think we would have had a frost otherwise. It's been certainly been chilly. But yeah, like I say, no signs of them at the moment. Part of me's hoping that there's going to be an option for a move. Yeah, it's because, you know, we come on Saturday morning, yesterday morning, like a shorter session than I generally have on a you know, a Christmas social. I usually do at least 3 nights. But But yeah, because of working away and that, me and Toby working away, we yeah, decided that we just do 48 hours. But yeah, but the only trouble is, experience tells me when I fish down this end before in the winter, you can get bites, you know, reasonably quick. But they don't always stay. Don't get me wrong, I've known them to move, you know, sometimes it's been just a few rod lengths, but yeah, the only other option I've got at the moment, because there's no option to move as it stands at the moment, but the other option I've got is if I do recast, leave the back heads off, fish for liners. I definitely had a spell after 8 o'clock yesterday where they were showing quite well. Yeah, they were showing quite well in the fact that I'll see 5 or 6, I should think, out there nutting out. They've all got cold spots on them as well, you know, white dots on their back and stuff like that. So they are spending most of their time laid up, I think. But yeah, where they are now at the moment, I don't know. But fingers crossed they're still here. But like I say, if they're not, I'm going to be looking for a move today. Yeah, I should think, being a Sunday, that someone's going to go home. It shuts, the lake shuts for Christmas, and yeah, until I think it's around about the middle of January these days it shuts still. But yeah, we've got to be away by close tomorrow. But I'll be away by lunchtime, 2 o'clock. I know Emma wants to get a few bits and whatever for at home, just finalise a few things for dinner and whatever, so yeah. Hopefully there'll be a sign of them still out here, something to go on, or there'll be a move on the cards come up today. But I don't know what. I know the main body hasn't been exactly on fire down there since we've been here. I think it's done one fish since we arrived yesterday, between the 6 or 7 anglers that are down there. I think done a 44 common, I understand. Yeah, like I say, we come down here because there's plenty to look at, plenty of movement out here. But as usual, when they start feeling pressured on here, they do move quick. Fingers crossed they haven't, and they just grouped up in a smaller area, because they were showing over quite an area yesterday. I'd imagine the area they were showing was probably over about 40 yards, so they was well spread, or there was a good number of them. But yeah, they're mainly over Toby's side, and I was sort of fishing up to them, just short of them from this side. Yeah, they're both fishing on the same rod, so they seem to be, like I say, that was very localised, the feeding for sure. But fingers crossed they'll show themselves. Like I say, it's coming up to that time yesterday where they actually did show. I wish I got that on film. I always forget that. Always forget that when I'm mooching about. But yes, there's a real. I think the 37 common was probably the common I see head and shoulder out there 3 times. To be fair, it looks similar to it in shape. So yeah. Well, fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed a carp will show itself. Time will tell. Meanwhile, I'm going to have a well-deserved cup of tea. I need a cup of tea, wake myself up, then I might go and stand next door and look up towards the dam. Not expecting much to show in this, but that's why I'm expecting more to show down here where the wind's not strong. But you ain't going to get anything showing if it's if they're not here, that's for sure. Time will tell. Well guys, we're coming into the afternoon on the second day. I think we might have actually got a 40 pounder. Every time I say that, they seem to be a bit smaller, so we'll wait and see when we get it out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is. But yeah, take out the blue that time. And yeah, about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, Toby had a nice big 40 common, so maybe there is a few about out there still. Happy days. Nice Christmas trip anyway. Let's get her out. Have a look. There we go, guys. Second day. And yeah, got a right chunk here. 44.10. Yeah, can't quite believe it. Take out the blue. Toby had a mid 40 as well a little while ago. About 2 hours ago. Just after we see a fish show. But yeah, we've seen nothing since, and the left hand rod this time. Rattled off out the blue. With this dinosaur on the end. Happy days, what a carp that is. Nice big Christmas present. That's what we like. Happy days, guys. Absolute plump going back. Just short of 45. What a Christmas present she is. Go on, girl. Happy days. Well, guys, wind is starting to finally die off, but I'm not sure that's a good thing, because I think it's the wind that's been holding them down this end, to be fair. Yeah, not that it matters now. I mean, 3 fish to the good, 5 between me and Toby now. Yeah, quite something considering the deep end hasn't been fishing, to be fair. It's done a few good ones over the last week or so, but yeah, other than that, I think since we've been here, from what I've been told, there's only been one 40 plus common out down there, 44 pound common. So whether anything else has happened since, I don't know, but we're down to bare minimum now. I think there's actually 6 of us left, I think, until close tomorrow. And one of them's come on today, so yeah, one of them. Fingers crossed there's more in it, but what does it matter now? It doesn't. It's been a great Christmas trip, you know, not being out for actually 7 weeks. Yeah, been looking forward to wetting the line. Got Redlands in a couple of days on Boxing Day, so yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. Yeah, nice to be back with the rods out till a couple of weeks time when the working away starts again. But still, you have to pay that. You have to earn money to be able to go fishing, so yeah, that's life. But yeah, fingers crossed. There's still a few fish down here, but the wind is definitely starting to ease up. It's been freezing that wind today as well. They said it was going to be minus in the wind. It certainly has been that, but yeah, there's been a few bites, which is something. So hopefully bite time tomorrow, which seems to be a bite time during the day down this end. Hopefully between now and when we go tomorrow afternoon there'll be another bite in it. We shall see. Yeah, as usual, guys, if anything happens in the night, I shall, you'll be the first to know. Failing that, I'll speak to you in the morning. But yeah, I think that this year we're going to do a lot more in different places. The plan was to do it last year, or to do it this year, sorry. That hasn't panned out due to me and most of my family being ill in one way or another. But yeah, we did manage to get the Thorny Weir, which was a start back in October, but yeah, it was all a bit late. But yeah, it's going to be more of that this year, and I'm going to get back to my campaign fishing. I missed that a bit, to be fair, although where I want to fish I'm not going to be able to film, but as soon as I can film and day ticket sessions and what have you, I will be filming. But yeah, I've been missing my campaign fishing for particular fish on venues, and yeah, I've got to get back into that as well. Yeah, So as I said a little while ago, I will catch up with you all, hopefully in the night, failing that tomorrow morning. All in all, as expected, it was a very quiet night. But yeah. But yes, you can't write this end off, especially after yesterday. We see that one fish show, and me and Toby down this end, we both had one each. Well, sorry, Toby had two in the end, and I had one. So yeah. Most people would write this end off. But that walk round showed that that's where they were. All the angling pressure had pushed them up here, and yeah, certainly done us a favour. I think we've had 5 fish between us, and the smallest one's been £37. Madness. Absolute madness. Good trip. Good trip. Keep an eye on the walk this morning. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea with Cheddar. He's a couple of swims to my left. Yeah, going to have a cup of tea with Ched. Keep an eye on the water. They seem to show just after 8 o'clock. They have done the last couple of mornings. But that one show we saw yesterday, although it led to us getting bites, it was the only show. But yeah, we'll see. With the main lake down the end now being empty, there's only 2 anglers in it because it's shutting for Christmas today. It could be a different ball game. They might have already done the off. Yeah, it's strange. We noticed one year that them fish definitely knew it was shutting. That last day, we stuck it out to the end. There was only 2 anglers here, and them fish, although it's a little bit more mild than it is now, them fish, they just swam around the pond and they was eating everything. There was mud patches everywhere. They was acting like it was spring. It was mad to watch. But yeah, we'll see what today brings. Does it matter now? Not really. But you know, it's been a great trip. But it'll keep going all the time there's a chance. Right, enough waffling. Go and have a cup of tea with Ched, and come and sit back down here ready for that 8 o'clock period. See if we can spot one. Well guys, exactly the same time as yesterday, just gone that 8 o'clock in the morning period, we have seen 2 different fish as well this morning. Yeah, both on Toby's half. Yeah, a good sign considering we had a few yesterday, you know, and we've had 5 between us now. It's good to know that they're still out here. We haven't spooked them all. But the way we've gone in softly, we haven't done any spomming. We've just been chucking little bags of crumb and maggots and that about with little wafter tipped with maggot hook baits. So yeah, it definitely seems to have worked and stopped them from being pushed on as well. So yeah, you know, Toby, as you can see in the opposite, he's just getting ready to start wrapping up and leave. I think he's going to go about 11. I'm going to give it till about 2:30 because all 3 of my bites, there've been 2 around the 12:30 mark and 1 at 2:30. So yeah, I'm going to give it till then. I've recast the left-hand rod this morning just into an area I haven't had a rod yet, just round to my left. It's actually probably past the next swim down, to be fair, but just trying out all little zones in the little deeper zones out in front, seeing if they've crept into any areas, because like I say, at the moment the only 2 we've seen are being Toby's half. So yeah, we'll wait to see what happens. You know, if need be, I'll drop a couple of bags in over halfway once Toby goes, just to see the last few hours out. So yeah, it's looking good though. It's looking promising. It's looking like there's a chance of another bite, which is the main thing. Yeah, I thought with the wind dying off they might move, but they haven't. There's still fish here. The wind's still bitterly cold, even though it's dropped right off. It's still very, very cold. Yeah, it's you know, it's been very quiet since just the afternoon. There's only 5 of us here. There's no one in swims 1 to 5. Yeah, well, Cheddar's in 5, but there's no one in 1 to 4 on the road bank, which is yeah, almost unheard of really. But yeah, but when the fish are there, I swear, you've got to be where they are, or try and put yourself where they are. Sometimes it's not possible, especially on day tickets like Elphicks. everyone's here for the, you know, same reasons, fishing for the big carp. And but yeah, fortunately on this occasion again we managed to find them, and yeah, tactics have worked. Come on, carp, one more would be lovely. Well guys, that is it. Yeah, all the gear is more or less on the barrow, sun's in the van, just the rods left out. Yeah, been a great session. Just goes to show again though, never have preconceived ideas of where you're going to go when you go fishing, especially in the winter. You know, don't get me wrong, when I do come to North, you know, especially in the winter, you know, you always favour the deep end generally, especially if you don't see anything. But when we arrived, it was packed, absolutely packed solid. Yeah, it's really busy. So you know, we had to. It forced us into a walk round. We had to walk around the shallow end. The whole of the shallow end was free. I thought I see one in the dark. It turns out I did, and I see another one at around about 8 o'clock. Then we see several others after that, and it's led to 5 fish coming out down this end. So yeah, you know, I'm more than happy. You know, 3 fish to 44.10. Yeah, right result. Not sure when I'm going to get back, or if I'm going to get back again this winter. Usually I do a fair few trips down here in the winter, but I do need, you know, there's only a couple of big fish I want to catch out of here now, or left to catch from me. So I need to concentrate more on pull-ins when I can get on there. But yeah, lots of day tickets I'm going to be visiting this coming year, providing me and the family can have a year without issues, health issues. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting these temporary teeth out. It's where I keep causing me to lisp. It's doing my head in. But yeah, fingers crossed. Redlands will be just as kind with a bit of luck. One of the guys who is on the winter syndicate actually fishes here at Elphicks during the winter times as well, and he was saying earlier that, you know, from what he's heard, it's not been fishing great. You know, one fish coming out, if someone has one, you know, it's been very sporadic. So yeah, but we get there, we give it a go. You know, last time I was there I blanked, so yeah, it's one of them things. It's yeah, it's fishing for you, but we will try our utmost to catch one. Anyway guys, that is it from me. Until next time, thanks as always for watching. By all means follow me, Adam Honeyset on Facebook, Adam Carp Honeyset on Instagram, and one thing's for sure, we'll see you on the bank somewhere soon. Thanks for watching guys, all the very best.